What's up? What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video. Yeah, I'm back. And as you can see by the title, I'm talking about the 75 15 10 rule. What is it? I'm glad you asked. It's considered by a lot of people a simple path to better budgeting your money. Again, a lot of us at the end of the month, sometimes the end of the week, or within the month, we're wondering, where did our money go? We're working so hard, but yet we don't have enough of it. So getting a hold or getting a handle on your finances may take more than just clipping coupons. I remember a family member of mine used to clip coupons every Sunday, but it was very time consuming. So, you may need to stop doing that and start saving your money, creating an emergency fund, get out of debt, stay out of debt, stop using your credit card, live below your means. It may mean changing your spending habits, implementing savings tips, or creating a budget. The 75 15 10 rule is a strategy that some people use and that you can try regardless of whether you're taking your first steps into budgeting or looking to tighten up your finances. It's a simple yet powerful tool or approach for helping people become millionaires, right? So this is what you can do. The 75 15 10 rule is a simple way of budgeting and allocating your paycheck. This is when you divert 75% of your income to needs such as everyday expenses, 15% to long-term investing, and 10% to short-term savings. So everyday expenses, your rent, your food, your utilities, your gas, your insurances, your things that you need, right? And if you don't know what those things are, it's okay. That's why you need to come up with a budget and start tracking those types of expenses. Just sit down, get a piece of paper or an envelope or whatever, and write this stuff down. So 75% of your income should go to everyday expenses. 15% to investing. 15% of your paycheck should be going towards investing, right? And then when you become totally debt-free, free of mortgage and everything, you can invest as much as you want. 15, 20, 30, do whatever you want with your money. But again, 10% to short-term savings. It's about creating a balanced and practical plan for your money. This is a great system to try when you're facing, while you are facing your expenses and need to readjust. Your money is like a child. If you don't tell it what to do or where to go, you lose sight of it. You have to maintain control over it because it's a child. It does whatever. When you're not watching, where did it go? If you're not paying attention, you don't have a budget. If you're not investing, if you're not saving, where did it go? You just lost it. You have to put out an Amber Alert, fill out a police report, or file for bankruptcy because you don't have the money, So the pros to creating a 75 15 10 plan is it's an easy and quick way to track and keep up with your keep you from overspending. If your expenses have grown, it allows for more money, for more spending than other budgeting plans, right? If you are new to stricter savings regimens, this is a great way to allocate your funds to either long-term or short-term goals. The cons: you don't have much for short-term needs, especially compared to other plans where financial advisors say to put at least 20% of your paycheck each month, to put away at least 20%. Do I even do that? No. Okay, another con is depending on your financial situation, these percentages may be unrealistic. Given that many people would struggle to allocate 25% of their paycheck to investing or saving. It's easy for me to do if I wanted to do that because I have control over my finances. I have no debt, zero. I have no personal loans, no student loans, no car loan, no mortgage, no nothing. I'm retired from the military. I still work, so I do what I want to do, but I do it smartly. I still have a budget, and I allocate a lot of my money to investing. Yeah. Oh, and I also own real estate. So how the 75-15-10 rule fits into your life. It is fairly flexible, meaning it can work for lots of different financial situations. That is true. If your income goes up and down a lot, or if you live in a city where everyday items cost more, you can adjust the rule to fit your needs. If you often have months where you earn more, you might want to save or invest a little bit extra during those times. During those times, people. This way, you have a cushion for when money is tighter. Like my income, all the money that I have coming in is pretty much the same. So I allocate a certain amount, the same amount of money towards my investments every month because nothing changes, right? But it says here, if your income fluctuates or if you have higher months, then invest more during those times. So on the other hand, if you're in an area where rent and living costs take up a big chunk of your budget, you might want or need to tweak the percentages just a little bit, right? The main idea is to use the 75-15-10 rule as a starting point and then change it up as needed to match your own financial picture. Everyone's situation is different. So you have to create this plan based upon your individual financial picture. So here's the general breakdown. 75% of daily living. This major portion of your income goes towards your daily living costs for rent, groceries, even your Netflix. This 75% is designated for all your regular, that you know, expenses. 15% invested in future growth. That's why you have to invest. You need to invest into your future. If you don't invest into your future, you're going to get into your future and wonder what in the hell happened. Yeah, you forgot to invest in your future when you were in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s because you thought you had time to do it later. And now here we are later. So 15% invested into your future growth. This segment is your future focus fund. By putting 15% of your income into investments like stocks or real estate, either or, you know, they have their pros and cons, you're not just saving, right? Inflation can come around, you can save as much money as you want. The interest rate that your banks are giving you on your savings and checking account isn't much. But if you are investing into the S&P 500, like I do, via SPLG into the stock market, on average over the last 10 years, it has brought back returns over 10%, right? So by investing your money, you're growing your wealth. So 10% saved for emergency fund. The final 10% of your income should be your safety net. This is your emergency fund meant for unexpected expenses because life is just life. You know, your kid can go outside and come back and arm is going every other direction. Now you have to go to the emergency hospital. The emergency room, right? Things happen. Things break down in your home. Your car, you may have car issues. You need money set aside. You may lose your job. You need money set aside that you can utilize to maintain your standard of living, right? Um, the ultimate aim is to build a reserve that can cover around 6 months of living expenses. Some people do 3 to 6 months. Some people do 6 months. Some people do a year. I have 2 years, 2 or 3. Right? It just depends on who you are. Giving you peace of mind. It gives you peace of mind and financial security in case something unforeseen happens, because life is happening 24/7. It's happening, people. Life is going to happen. And so, I no longer put away 10% of my income because I have my emergency fund. So I invest a lot of my money, and I also give away a lot of money each month as well, right? So the 75-15-10 rule is step-by-step guide to getting started. So do you want to get started? So know your income and expenses. Start by getting a clear picture of your monthly take-home pay and where it's currently going. You can do that by creating a budget. Where are you spending your money? Start tracking it, people. Adjust your spending. Look at your current expenses and see if they align with the 75% guideline. Are they daily expenses, or are they just stuff that you want to do? Like you want to go to Starbucks on your way to work every day. You want to go out to lunch. Yeah. So just look at it, right? And identify areas that you may be able to cut back on. Do it now, people. The sooner you start doing this, the better. Trust me. Trust me. You will appreciate it when you're older. I will say when we're younger, we're more into our feelings. We feel like we can't go without. We feel like we have to do this. And when you're in your feelings all the time, you don't think. And a lot of times, you don't think until after the fact. You don't think about that $800 car note until you start paying it. And you're like, oh my goodness, why did I do that? Because you're so in your feelings of like, oh, that's such a nice car. What are people going to think when they see me driving it? And then you start making an $800 note a month car payment on top of your $200 a month insurance, because you have speeding tickets, you have bad credit. You're paying $1,000 a month on a car, and you're making $50,000 a year, and then the car costs $45,000. It makes no sense. You have a car that costs damn near as much as you're making in a year. That's crazy. But we don't think about it. Not until you're older and wiser, most times, right? Not for everybody, but a lot of people, is when you start thinking about past mistakes. Because when you were younger, you're so in your feelings. So another thing you can do is explore investment options. If you're new to investing, start small. Educate yourself on different types of investment. That's what I do every day. I look at the stock market. I talk to different people. I look at other YouTubers. I read. I have books. You can't see it, but there's a table full of books back there, right? I educate myself. But if you don't want to do that, find a financial advisor. Then you need to build an emergency fund, people. Aim to gradually save up to 6 months, at least 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Trust me, you will appreciate it, because life is going to happen. Like Dave Ramsey, he has his people start out with just saving $1,000, and any and everything else they have in the bank, start throwing it at their debt. Get their debt paid off, and then get everything paid off except the mortgage. And then after everything is paid off, then you can start investing back into your retirement, putting money into your kids' 529 plan, and building up your emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. And now you have a lot of extra income, because you're no longer paying student loans, you're no longer paying personal loans, you no longer have car loans. Now you have this free cash. You can double up on your car payment. I mean, not your car payment, but your mortgage payment, and pay that off a lot sooner. And again, your emergency fund. The last thing is be flexible with changes, people. Things change all the time, and you have to be flexible with these changes, because that's life. What is life without change? And as your circumstances change, be ready to modify your budget. You never know. Something could just happen to where you may have to start diverting money to another place, whatever that situation may be, right? So again, before you can even do the 75, 15, 10 plan, you have to create a budget. As simple as that sounds, that's what most people need to do. You have to do that. Because some people see the 75, 15, 10 plan as more than a budget. No, it's pretty much a way you can make sure you're spending, saving, and investing your money wisely. And then when you've been investing for a while, you will see how that thing works, especially that compounding. And you're like, hold on, how much money did I invest this year? How come my balance has grown so much? Yeah, you're being paid dividends, the compounding of interest on your account, the money that you're investing, the company or the stock that you're investing in is going up in value. You're making more money. It's a beautiful thing. You can do it. You just have to make the decision to do it, to start by creating a budget. So the 75, 15, 10 plan, it's flexible. So you can adjust it as it fits your money situation. However, while this budgeting rule offers a straightforward framework for managing your finances, it's not without problems and pitfalls, right? One major challenge is its lack of feasibility for those with variable incomes or living in high cost areas where the designated percentages may not realistically cover expenses or allow for adequate savings and investments. Additionally, this rule might oversimplify financial planning if you have more complex issues to tackle, such as large amounts of debt. So everybody's situation is different. I would say for me, because I was in the military, I am so used to moving around. Since I've been retired, I moved from Washington State back to Northern Virginia, to DC, to the Middle East. I'm forever moving. Wherever a job may exist and I want to go to that area, I will apply and go to that area, right? So, if the cost of living is too high where you currently live, that's something that you need to look at. If your income is fluctuating throughout the year, I can't tell people what to do. I know what I would do. I would get a job where I know what my finances are going to be every month. I will move to an area that's more low costing, to live, where I could save and make more money. But that's just me. And not everyone is like me. So it's something that you're going to have to think about. Because again, the future is here and it's coming. Either you're going to prepare for it or you're not. Because I will say right now, being broke is normal for a lot of people. And that's the problem. It's too normal. Yeah. But, it sucks. So, yeah, that is all I have to say. That's all I want to talk about today. The 75, 15, 10 rule that some of you may have never heard of. Some of you, and if you are hearing this rule again and you have yet to start a plan, this is the signal to you that, yeah, you need to start, because you're not hearing this over and over again or for the second or third or fourth time for no reason. It's time for you to change, and it's time for you to get a plan in place. And for those of you that are hearing it for the first time, do like me. Take this information, utilize it. Don't let life happen to you to where you're like, it sucks and you can't figure things out. Don't let this happen to you. Put plans in place to where you will always have a solid foundation. You're always prepared. Nothing ever catches you off guard when it comes to money, right? I can't speak to anything else, but right now I'm talking about money and budgeting. So for me, I never wanted to be a person to talk about, oh, this happened to me, and because this happened, that's the reason why I did this, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't need anything bad to happen to wake me up, to shake me and tell me I need to change. No, I know what I need to work on. And, you know, I'm a human. There are still a lot of things that I need to work on. But when it comes to the money, I'm on top of that bad boy. Right. So, all right. So you guys like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. Think, people. Think about your situation, how you want it to be now and forevermore. And let me know what you think. Because that's why I'm creating these videos, to hopefully provoke some type of thought into your minds when you're looking at your situation, and see where you can make subtle but small, maybe big changes in your life to start laying that solid foundation that's needed in life. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not pretending to be one. I'm just someone on YouTube talking. So any and all information in my videos and on my channel is for entertainment purposes only and reflects my opinions. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your money if you're not comfortable with doing it on your own. But you can create a budget on your own. You can do that. All right, so you got to take care. Peace.